Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my Pan That Palette update for the Tartist Pro To Go and the Sleek When the Sun Goes Down mini palette. This will be my last update before my finale, which I will put up the first couple of days into the new year. God, we are already in December. That is so something, and the older you get, the faster time goes. Anyways, I had a couple of goals for this one. I'm not going to finish it by the end of the year, obviously, which is unfortunate, but Tarte shadows are no joke. So, you know, they took me a bit more than I expected. It's all right. So, this is what the Tarte palette looked like last time. And here we are today. I did hit two of the goals that I mentioned last time. I wanted to finish Hype, which was the gold shade, and I wanted to hit Pan and Crisp, which actually kind of surprised me that I already did it. Those were my goals for the end of the year. Now, this Pan Drive right here, I did have to repress because it kind of just crumpled on me one day. Now, I have been using that to kind of contour with, which is a bit of a strong contour, but I've been doing my best to make it work, and I've been using it in my eyebrows. I wanted to finish that pan by the end of the year. I don't necessarily know if it's going to happen or not. We shall see. Either way, it'll be okay. I'll finish it next year. Because I am going to keep working on this next year with my with my new Pan That palette, which I will be introducing at some point this month. Now, as for my other palette, I had 3 shades left last time, and I said I was going to finish up Hype and then start wearing these on my lids every day. So this is what it looked like last time. And here is what we have today. Now, I did finish, which one was it? This shade where my finger is, I believe that's where it was. So I have 2 left, as you can see. Now, these are deeper than they look necessarily, like they look like they're nothing, but they are surprisingly deep. But I do think that I can finish these 2 by the end of the year. I'm actually, as I use them, am probably going to press them into one of the empty pans in here, just so I don't have to go back and forth between palettes. Just for a little bit of ease of use. So, actually, I forgot to mention, I did use Boss a little bit too. That's why the nail gouge has softened a little bit from last month, but that one is definitely something that I'm going to work a lot more on next year. But hopefully I can at least have this done by the end of the year. And even though it's a mini palette, it is still a palette out of my collection. Now, I have been rolling in palette of the month every month with these. Last month it was the Violets by Juvia's Place. I have used this a few times. It is actually in a project pan for me to use each shade 5 times. So I did get some usage on it. It's, of course, an amazing palette. I've never had a problem with Juvia's Place eyeshadows. And what I'm going to roll in this month is actually the ColourPop's High Tide palette, which I think will go a little bit more with the warmer shades, because I wound up mostly wearing that with my purple shades that I am also panning in my 50 Shades of Purple project pan. I didn't really wear that much with these shades. This, I think, will actually go a bit more with the shades in my Pan That palette. Whew, I don't know. The palette I want to pan for next year, while the shadows are not as firmly pressed as the Tarte ones, there are more of them. I do think that I could finish it by the end of the next year because I have already panned some of the shades out of it in other projects. But I don't know if I would necessarily need to roll in other palettes. I'm probably not going to do it right away, but maybe part of the way through the year when some of the shades are gone, I will start rolling in palettes for Palette of the Month, which I will mention with it. But that is it. Keep an eye out for what I'm going to pan in 2022. I will be putting that up soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!